wonderful to share this with you. And I think if you cannot be moved by what you've just seen, then you must have a heart of stone. What a wonderful, wonderful show. Even though the steam engines that are here in front of you, I'm going to walk around the arenas of your families, your dogs, whatever you are, because on the count of 3, we are going to tell everyone where we are, and we are going to salute the memory of Shrewsbury Mills. Ladies and gentlemen, on your engines, 3, 2, 1. They have the insignia of Kent on the front end, with this prancing horse, Invicta, the rampant horse, the signature, the emblem of Kent. If you're in the Kentish regiment, you'll know that it had a horse on the cap badge. Horses of Kent are brought to you today by the Dibner family. It's had a massive restoration over, and that's views built to run around his estate, rolled his pats and his drives and all that sort of thing. Jez has restored it to working order. It's a super little machine. He's joined by Ben Ford today, but it's not a showman's engine. It is a straight traction engine owned by Richard and Ros Hesbrook, who are very lovely people. But you see the size of this massive backwood here. This engine really hops along. If I remember, it's Tasmania working like this one, Richard? Got it right. A very effective engine unit marked on top of it, but the body on the back is integral to the vehicle. This one is presented to us by Alan Painter, and it's in the form of a steam bus. So, not just a steam lorry for carting around goods, like wool or timber or anything you want. A lot of breweries had steam lorries. This is a steam bus, has a little personal. You can't plough a field with a heavy steam traction engine. You can plough a field with a horse, do about 3 acres in a day. You put a steam engine and try and pull the plough, you'll soon get stuck. Doesn't really work. So John Fowler of Leeds, bless him, created a system where you had 2 steam engines, one either side of the field, and they pulled the plough backwards and forwards across the field between them. And they moved forward and the plough went across, they moved forward and the plough went in the other direction. And they managed to do up to 30 acres in a day with it. They worked in pairs. Steam Sapper lost its pair many years ago. There's the name on the roof of the 45th Company Royal Engineers, Steam Transport, because this engine spent most of its life in Germany. It was another engine that was exported and worked for Ottomeyers in Germany, and then became a mascot for the Royal Engineers. It's come again back to the UK in the last couple of decades and is presented to us by Maggie Asprey and family, our secretary. Little twist to the story there, Tony here tells me it was actually on its way to Russia and it was hijacked by the Germans. So, who knows, you learn something every day. Steam tractor-wise, also, just as it's leaving the arena, nice to see Will Hadland there on the Garrett's of Leiston in Suffolk, Leiston, I don't know how you say it. Doing that with a traditional steamroller, it has that flywheel on, and when you stop it, it sits down with all that stored energy. Just look at the engine leaving the arena behind Spider. Is the Milnes family's Lady Hesker. There it is with Steve on it and Doug on the back. An engine very much loved still by all who see it and all who play with it. T3 roller, very compact. Steam rollers were made in different weights, you see, to work with the different ideas of different how roads were made, whether you were rolling hardcore, whether you were rolling planings, top surface, dressing stone. So this is a T3 roller, very much like Clee Hill or McAlpines. These were tools to do a job. They were a bit of plant, and therefore they had a fleet of, you could say, I want a 6-ton roller, I want a 10-ton roller, I want a 12-ton roller on my job. You can specify what you had. A nice cab over the top, windscreens even, so we're starting to move towards the modern steam lorry and steam tractor, but a very lovely engine, very fast on the road, very capable machine. Another steam tractor here is Ken Milnes' Nippon kit. A superb restoration over many years. Ken brought this back from being a derelict boiler unit only, and he's either made or sourced parts. He's giving me a thumbs up, I must have got all sorts of things. This is where I start to lose track of what the engines are moving around, and I realise we haven't even seen a Sentinel steam. As they start to move out, you will see a number of examples of Sentinels. Sentinels were like the real last flowering of the steam development, in that they had an enclosed engine mounted under the chassis, nice cab over the top, windscreens even. So we're starting to move towards the modern steam lorry, the steam tractor, but a very lovely engine, very fast on the road, very capable machine.